Konnichiwa, Boshi desu. I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys one or two words that I'm learning in Japanese or that have been reinforced for me while I was watching anime. So learning words through watching shows or listening to music is a technique that I'm trying to use to make language learning a little bit more fun. And I thought, why not share with you guys and at the same time get a little bit of practice for myself. So we will start it off with my favorite anime, Naruto. I'm going to use words from two of the central themes that run throughout the series. You're probably already familiar with them if you watch the series yourself. So the first theme is friendship. And the word for friend is nakama, or another word is tomodachi. In anime particularly, they seem to use nakama, that gets translated as friend or comrade, to indicate some really deep bonds. So Naruto calls Sasuke nakama, and he basically thinks of Sasuke like his brother. The second theme is Naruto's desire to become the Hokage. So I thought it'd be fun to look at the Kage from each of the 5 great shinobi nations. The Kage themselves are the leaders of the village, and they're often thought to be the most powerful shinobi in the village. Kage itself means shadow. So let's go through the Kage one by one. First is the Mizukage, which means water shadow, because Mizu means water. If you think about any of the shinobi from this village, they're known for their water jutsus. Second is the Tsuchikage, and Tsuchi means soil or earth. So if you think about the shinobi there in this village, they're often known for doing jutsus with rocks or manipulating the earth, mud walls and things like that. Third is the Raikage, which means lightning shadow, and Rai seems to be a word when used in compound kanji means lightning or possibly even thunder. And shinobi from this village, some of them do some different lightning jutsus. Fourth is the Kazekage, which means wind shadow, because kaze is the word for wind. Probably the best example of this for me is Temari, who is Gaara's older sister, and she has this really big fan that she uses to manipulate wind to do her jutsus. The other shinobi in the village, I think, possibly use wind. They're known for manipulating the sand because they live in the desert, so they might do that through different wind type jutsus. And last but not least is the Hokage, which means fire shadow. I'd like to think that Hokage dealing with fire has a little bit to do with the Uchiha, who were a founding clan of the village, because the Uchiha are known for fire jutsus, and they also have the red eyes because of their Sharingan with their visual prowess. However, the more important reason behind the fire associated with Konoha Village is the Will of Fire, which is a founding principle for Konoha Village. And the Will of Fire speaks to the love that they have for one another, the family nature of the village, and the way that they share their hopes and their dreams with one another and pass them on to future generations. So the Will of Fire is something that they try to instill in each of the shinobi of the land. So a fun little fact, if you've ever watched the series and you see when they get together for their Kage Summit, then you can see all the Kage together in their formal attire and they're wearing their hats. And if you look at their hats actually have the kanji for each of the things that their village represents. So you have water, earth, lightning, wind, and fire. There you have it, the words for friend and for the different Kage from Naruto. If you like this video, then leave a comment below. Let me know if you learned anything. I hope you learned a new word or two. Eventually, I would like to try and do a complete video in Japanese. So be on the lookout for when I can accomplish that life goal, and keep cheering me on until I make it there. In the meantime, happy Nihongo learning, and thank you for watching.